If you've been following the news, you've probably heard that Mortal Kombat 1 is dead, with any future DLC cancelled because Chaos Reigns didn't sell very well. And let me tell you why that is. It wasn't written well, because Mortal Kombat is all about chasing trends on what Ed Boon thinks is popular at the time. Now, has copying other things been what MK has always done? Of course it has. It's just gotten more egregious with time. For example, Kano's cybernetic eye is clearly Terminator, but at least here is a transplant onto a human head, so at least that's creatively different. But in recent years, it's pretty obvious that Mortal Kombat has become very MCU influenced. To name a few examples, the Umgadi are the Dora Milaje from Black Panther, and it's honestly kind of embarrassing how little was changed. Cyrax and Sector are basically Iron Man, with the whole inside the helmet look being outright stolen from the MCU. Even one of Sector's fatalities is just lifted wholesale from an MCU scene. The whole multiverse angle, I'm guessing Ed must have figured, hey, multiverse is what's in, so let's do that. Not realizing that people are kind of sick of it by now. If there's any character that sums up Ed Boon quite well, it's probably Nice Pool from Deadpool and Wolverine. The huge battle at the end is basically Endgame's final battle. The Kami Doko are now Infinity Stones. No mention is made of the one being. There's probably others, but I think those are the most blatant. But it's not the first time he's done this. You want to know how Mortal Kombat 9 being a reboot came about? Well, two things had come out recently. Street Fighter 4, which was basically Street Fighter 2 again, and J.J. Abrams' Star Trek reboot, which altered time. So Ed, seeing both of these things, decided going back to 2D is what's in, so let's just do MK 1 through 3 again. Now, in this case, that was what they needed to do, but at least Abrams' Star Trek didn't end with most of the Enterprise getting killed off and turned into undead zombies. Now, why does Ed do this? I think it's a reaction that he's done almost nothing but Mortal Kombat for 30 years now. His guiding principle is that it has to be new and fresh each game, which is why you have to relearn every character, or why characters don't have their iconic movesets every once in a while. He doesn't want things to always feel the same. And well, when you do nothing but one series for 3 decades, I can imagine that would get tiring. But games like Tekken have barely changed from their inception, and that series is more popular than it's ever been. Sometimes all you need to do is just stick with what works, and maybe add some improvements here and there. When it comes to creating the MK mythos, Ed is not a writer, so all that lore and character depth was done by John Tobias. MK was inspired by a lot of the 1970s and 80s movies that the developers grew up with, like Big Trouble in Little China and Enter the Dragon, and I can't help but feel that feeling is lost now when Tobias left. Not that I'm downplaying Ed's contributions to the series, he played a big part in making it what it was. But he really needs a John Tobias-like co-head to reel him in and make sure he doesn't veer off what makes MK, MK. Now, I'm not implying there's any beef between John and Ed, they do seem to still be good friends going by pictures from recent years, and that's good. Now, how do you fix this problem? I'm not sure. I know a lot of people want Dom, Chi, and Cholo fired, but at the end of the day, I don't know how much that's really going to fix. Getting inspired by other things is fine, but you really need to consider if it fits into the universe you've created. For now, I'll just end this video saying I really miss old school Mortal Kombat. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit that bell, like, and subscribe button. If you want to support what I do, check me out on Patreon. See you next time.